Sly as her namesake, she tracks her prey as silently as a jungle cat. Below is Shanda Furs. Working on overtime, the movers are quietly, almost stealthily, moving furs into an unmarked truck. New York is an urban jungle, but it is her jungle, not theirs. Never theirs. 15 blocks away, a visiting Superman excuses himself from a charity appearance to answer a call for help. The Metropolis Marvel arrives to the aftermath of a fur heist. A professional, Superman notices the men are curiously stunned, not hurt. Brawn and brains? If only he were an Amazon. Superman finds the van speeding toward the Hudson River. Meanwhile, the exotic escapist secures the steering wheel, hoping to delay Superman from ruining her plan. She pounces on the manly marvel. Well, Superman feels like he's been hit by a bull elephant. Reckon he must be hit by bull elephants often to know that. Vixen's claws scratch up the Man of Steel's pretty face. While they grapple, the van heads into the river. With a burst of minty super breath, Superman blows off Vixen. This frees Superman to save the furs. Look, dear reader, I'm not going to debate his decision. After all, I wear fur. However, the river water has already ruined the furs. Afterward, Superman meets with Mordecai Mule, who laments that the furs were a special shipment from India. A police detective discreetly slips Superman a clue. He informs that Mule might deal in international contraband. The furs are purchased legally, but are skinned from animals protected in their native lands. Apparently, Mule and the middleman are one and the same. The detective asks if Superman got a good look at the crook. Unfortunately, he was unable to focus his X-ray vision due to magical interference. Morning in Metropolis. WGBS TV owner Morgan Edge calls his anchors Lana Lang and Clark Kent into his office. He introduces his old friend, Solomon Samuels. A fashion magazine publisher, Samuels would like to collaborate with WGBS on animal poaching. Apparently, furriers drive the market for poaching, and poaching speeds endangered animals closer to extinction. Morgan then informs his anchors their plane departs for India in an hour. Moments later, Superman muses if there is a connection between the New York fur heist and Solomon's visit to Metropolis. He then notices an exotic and elegant woman whispering to Solomon. Outside, in a soundproof limo, we learn the woman is fashion model Marilyn Macabe. Staring out the window, Mari remembers her native Zambezi and a stranger who loved her very much. He was the one who gifted her with the Tantu necklace, the source of her animal powers. New Delhi. The local guide introduces himself to Lana. She lies that Clark has disappeared as usual. By extreme coincidence, Mule happens to notice Lana from a balcony. He anticipates having to do something about the semi-famous reporter, and so he follows. It is then Vixen tags along, knowing Mule will lead her to his crimes. Having been tricked by Lana into going back for extra film, Clark catches sight of Vixen from a safe distance. However, in a sea of humanity, Clark finds it inconvenient to change into Superman. You would think his speed would have prevented anyone from seeing him. Fortunately, clumsy Clark does it again. Superman pulls our foxy lady aside. While in contact with Vixen, Superman's diluted hearing cannot pick up Mule relating his plan. The villain plans to kill Lana with a stampede. Okay, sure, why not? Hitchcock wanted to kill Cary Grant with a tornado. Meanwhile, Vixen and Superman grapple. An unwelcome and unpleasing situation for them both, I'm sure. Afterward, Vixen explains her plan. Due to the early 80s recession, Mule was strapped for cash. By ruining his only lifeline, the furs, Vixen could force Mule into being reckless enough for a reporter to notice. Superman asks if her necklace is magical, since magic interferes with his powers. Hurried, and a sucker for a pretty face, Vixen reveals it is the magical Tantu totem. But she must cut her explanation short, for her animal senses overhear the stampede. A few hundred yards away, Lana is filming some damning footage when she notices the elephants roar. A little super breath knocks down the leader, causing the pack to divert. Superman then improvises a pen and rounds them up. Meanwhile, and I've always wanted to say this, they're getting away. Vixen finally ensnares Mule. This is how a fight between Daredevil and the Kingpin would actually go. After collecting Lana and her crew, Superman finds Vixen gone. Yes, indeed, dear reader, it's a jungle out there. But it is her jungle, not theirs. Never theirs. I am Rima the Jungle Girl, and join me again as I explore DC in the Bronze Age, where the action is.